Hello friends, this is Asim again. Welcome to my channel Stock Simplified. So today again we are going to talk about the action of the day and then how is market looking, and then I have a couple of stocks that I see that they have given a fresh breakout and they have potential of making some profit on the higher side. So let's start with Nifty first. So I'll put on the Nifty chart maybe. Yeah, so this is Nifty chart. So Nifty has shown a green candle today. Definitely it opened and then kept on going up. So straight rally on the upside. And it's taking again at the same price where it opened yesterday and came down. So this is a kind of resistance area here. If you look at this point, so the Nifty has to really break this level before it can go up, and it has to stay. So best case scenario would possibly be if Nifty is able to consolidate, let's say a couple of days here before taking the next move. I don't feel Nifty will be able to kind of just jump around and touch 11,500 without consolidating. That's my gut feel. However, I have a right to be wrong. The other reason why I'm saying Nifty may consolidate is because we have this gap. If you see a gap here, so this gap in itself will act as a resistance for Nifty to move forward. That is number one. And number two is that Nifty is primarily, even if you look at today's rally also, so Nifty went up by 82 points, and out of that 82 points, 55 points were contributed by Reliance only. And if you look at the second biggest contribution was ICICI Bank, 20 points. So rest of 48 stocks actually added very minuscule, or they were kind of not much of a movement. And now what's happening with Reliance is that Reliance has really ran up very fast. And in fact 2000 was a kind of big resistance which it took over, and possibly once it took over 2000, so the call unwinding at 2000 took bank this Reliance today at about 2050 and then 2070 levels. But now, having said that, Reliance, let's say, is trading very close to 2100 mark, which is again another big resistance. So if you look at the call options of Reliance between 2000 and 2100 kind of a range, so there are approximately 75 lakh shares in the form of calls. Let's say they are there, and I'm sure if they put a little bit of a pressure, so it can drag the Nifty down. So that is one. And on the other side, Nifty is, let's say, look at the call put option data. So what it suggests from a Nifty point of view. So I'm on NSE's website. So here, if you look at the next series, and which is going to be a monthly month and series as well. So if you look at the highest call writing is definitely at 11,500, which is going to act a significant resistance. So definitely we can say that it will be difficult for market or Nifty to go up beyond this level in this series. On the other side, if you look at the support level, where are we seeing the support? Support is sitting at 11,000. So maybe in this week Nifty may range in between this. So that's where I see that it may consolidate at the current level before it takes the next move. However, on the other side, if you look at the Bank Nifty, so Bank Nifty is again similar chart. However, as I mentioned in my earlier video, so you would appreciate that the targets that I had given in last to last video was about 23,000. So 23,000 was achieved yesterday and again today. But the main point is that Nifty opened up yesterday and then kept on drifting down before it took support at around 22,650 levels. So it was a significant profit booking, which in one way is a healthy profit booking. but yeah, it was a serious correction. So that shows that yes, there's a lot of selling pressure at the higher levels. And today again, Nifty tried to cross 23,100 and crossed as well, but it's yeah, Bank Nifty I'm talking about. So but it is not able to sustain significantly, for and build on that. So both the days we have seen a kind of profit booking coming at a higher level. So this is I think that maybe if Bank Nifty, I'm positive on Bank Nifty, but if it were to kind of go up to the next level of 23,900, 950 for 24,000 kind of level, so it has to really stay above 23,200 for some time, and then only it can really move up. However, the positives about Bank Nifty is that that ICICI Bank that we are going to talk in some time has given a breakout. So that breakout is very good actually, and along with this, SBI is looking very promising, and Kotak is also looking promising. So today's 200-point run up is mainly contributed by these three banks only. If you look at ICICI, Kotak, and SBI. So that's on. So not much of action, let's say, in these two indexes for next couple of days. However, you never know. We respect the market, and let's see what happens. However, let's now talk about a couple of let's before I talk about charts, let's also talk about the option chain. What is option chain suggesting us about Bank Nifty? And this is a little bit of a surprise to me. Not surprise, rather it's kind of this came to my notice that despite Bank Nifty closed above 23,000, but still the highest open interest on the call side is still at 23,000, which gives a feeling that call writers are still optimistic that Bank Nifty may not be able to sustain above 23,000. So this is one, and then if it is able to sustain, definitely then 23,500 will be a kind of very easy catch, considering the 6 lakh calls will basically then unwind, and then from there it will be easy to gain another 200-300 points in Bank Nifty. On the other side, if you look at the support side, so put writing, highest amount of put writing is happening at around 22,000 level. So we have this 1,000-point range here also, so which gives maybe before it takes the next move, it probably will correct a bit before taking to the next move. So that's about Nifty's and Bank Nifty option chain and the overall outlook from my point of view. And now let's talk about a couple of charts that I really liked. So there are three charts that I'm going to talk about. One is Tech Mahindra. I spoke about this last one of the last videos as well, wherein I've mentioned that Tech Mahindra has broken out. Let's say this, if you see this one here, this zone, and then it came down in this area, took another, and then took a breather. So these 5-6 days is a kind of consolidation after breakout, which is a very good signal for a stock to, let's say, make a next move. And if you see this, so it's able to close above all these red candles today, so that's a good sign. I expect this to really shoot up sharply if it's able to sustain above it. So because if you see, there is hardly any resistance here, and as I mentioned in my earlier videos, my targets to this would be about 700 and then 720 kind of levels. So I think it has a potential of going up. So this is about Tech Mahindra. And on the other side, if you look at, so in terms of open interest and all, of course, this volume wise also, there's a kind of decent volumes, average volumes. Open interest also just a 3-4-5% kind of addition to open interest. So not much on those levels or those parameters, but chart looks interesting. So second chart that I'm going to talk about today is ICICI Bank. As I mentioned, that ICICI Bank is definitely one of the prime factors that has led this Bank Nifty rally. if you see it, ICICI Bank has kind of came straight from 340 levels to 390 levels, roughly 50%, uh, 15-20% kind of rise. And here it's crossed that 380 level, and now for 2 days it's been staying above, and today's run up was really very encouraging. So if it's able to stay above it, so I don't see any resistance here also in the short term. However, it may just see a kind of natural Fibonacci extension kind of. So at least 5 to 10% may be a swing that we can expect, but here is basically where it started falling from here. So it's a kind of 440 kind of a level, 440, 445 kind of a level that I would be kind of very interesting to see it coming in next few days. So that's about, let's say, this ICICI Bank. However, another way we can take the target of this is, let's say, this has started this move at around 380. This was a breakout 380, and this dip was 340. So if you add 380 and 340 and the difference of 340 380 to this 380 level, so it comes around, the first target maybe 420, and then second maybe this level where it just broke, so 445 kind of a level. So that's about it. And let's say the another is that I'm going to talk about is Tech Mahindra. So Tech Mahindra we have spoken already. So the third chart that I'm going to talk about today is about Apollo Hospital. So Apollo Hospital has really given a very nice breakout here. If you look at these levels, so these levels are kind of broken, and then it came down, retested those levels, and today shot up. So considering these all three charts are basically FNO charts as well, and you can really play in options as well, rather than if you're not interested in buying, let's say, equity or futures. So you can really play in options, because now considering it's last week, so option prices may have come down as well. But options is, that options is high risk trade, definitely. So you may want to be sure about that. So that is one. And the other key factor about Apollo Hospital is that the volumes were much higher if you look at it. So last three, the volume rose with the higher volumes, and it declined with the lesser volumes, and today again the higher volumes. So that's again around 150% volume, and the OI addition is very significant. So this is one of the shares in FNO zone which has really, where the open interest has really gone up. So considering the volume, the breakout, and the OI, it looks like it's a really promising candidate. So this is all about today. So hope you like this video and content, and if you like it, so you may want to leave your comment and engage with me. Please let us know if you also see any things that I missed. I'll be happy to kind of know this. And if you want to watch some earlier videos, you may just go to my channel and watch it there. Thank you so very much, and happy investing. Bye.